In this video, we're going to cover some of the optional and more advanced features of ArtThief. If you haven't seen the first video that gives an overview of ArtThief, you should probably start there. First off, let's go to the Rate Art tab. Above the list to the right, there's a button called Options. Tap that, and we can sort our list by the rating assigned to the art, the ID number of the art, and by the artist. While sorting by rating is the default and most useful way, I found that I like to sort by ID when I'm physically in the gallery, because that's the way the artwork is arranged on the walls. There are also two buttons for importing and exporting on this screen. Tap the Email List button and you'll be able to email a copy of your list. This is great for sharing with a spouse or friend. The Adjust List button lets you edit your list by typing. It's divided by the number of stars the artworks have. I'm going to choose 4 stars. I'm going to go ahead and delete number 5, then add number 12 with a comma, and then 29. I hit update, and now my list has all those changes. You can imagine those features being particularly useful to a couple that wants to rate art separately and combine their lists later. When you're looking at specific pieces of art, there are some things you can do that you might not notice right away. In the upper right-hand corner is a Share button. Tapping that will let you share the image over email, text message, Twitter, Facebook, and a few other things. I'm going to choose text message. Now I can text that image to any one of my friends. Also, swiping your finger up on the image gives it an extra star. Swiping your finger down takes a star away. Swiping right to left goes to the next artwork, and swiping left to right takes you back. This is particularly useful if you're using ArtThief on an iPhone. You can walk through the gallery swiping ratings and swiping from one artwork to the next. The sharing feature is also available on the Compare Art tab. Anytime you have a comparison showing, there will be a share button in the upper left-hand corner. It works the same as the other share button, except it shares 2 images instead of just 1. It also puts some text in by default. Head to the Show tab. As you may remember, this is the tab we use during the drawing to keep track of what's already been claimed by other participants. The most advanced feature of ArtThief is the Team Up feature. It allows you and up to 7 of your friends to link your devices at the show. When one person marks an artwork as taken, everyone else's device updates in real time. That way you can have just 1 or 2 people recording the art that's been selected, with the rest of your group just following along. It uses Bluetooth and/or Wi-Fi. You don't need to be connected to a Wi-Fi network. You just need to have one or both of those technologies turned on, and the devices can connect directly to each other. I recommend having both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi for the best possible performance. The first time you hit the Team Up button, you'll be asked for your name. You enter this so other people can recognize your device. I'm going to enter my full name because there's probably going to be other Steves at the event. Now on this screen, you'll see that you can update your name and you can toggle this availability switch on and off. When it's on, other people using ArtThief can see your device and invite you to connect with their group. When it's off, your device is essentially invisible to anyone you're not already connected to. The third thing is this Browse for Teammates button. I'm going to go ahead and hit that. This shows me all the other devices that have their availability set to on. In this case, I see my wife Lisa and our friends Rick and John. I'm going to tap on Lisa's name and invite her to team up with me. She said yes, and now we're part of a team. You can see that it says Connected next to her name. I'm going to press Done. You'll notice my availability is now turned off. That happens automatically every time you team up with someone. I'm going to turn it back on because in a minute I'm going to show you what it's like to get invited by someone else. Let me hit Done. You'll see in the upper right hand corner the Team Up button now shows that I'm in a team of 2. If someone else invites you to be part of a team, you'll get a message no matter what tab you have open in ArtThief. John has just invited me to team up. I'll tap accept now, and I'm linked up with him and all the people he's connected to. You'll see that now we're a team of 4. I should note that teams can have up to 8 people in them. Now that we're in a team, anyone can record the artwork that's been chosen by a different ticket holder, and all of us will get updated. Let's see an example of this. I'm not touching my iPad, but Lisa has just marked 15 as taken. Now John has marked 22 as taken. If one of your teammates makes a mistake, that's okay. You can fix it for them. I'm going to hit the 22 is taken button on the artwork to change it back to be available, and the rest of the team will get that up. I should note that the Team Up feature of ArtThief is the most advanced feature and frankly a little bit experimental. We haven't tested it in a room full of hundreds of people, so if you give it a shot, please be forgiving if you run into any problems. It might not be perfect. For instance, if your device goes to sleep, you'll lose your connection with the rest of your group. You might end up using ArtThief without this feature, and that's fine. Finally, on the Vote tab, if you scan the wrong ticket by mistake, that's okay. It's not obvious, but you can press the ticket number and rescan the correct ticket. Don't use this to scan a bunch of tickets and vote a bunch of times. It doesn't work that way. Only 1 vote per device is allowed, and only 1 vote per ticket is allowed. That about wraps it up. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to email artthief@zurka, ZURKA.com.